Hello everyone, it is me Angie coming on to do day 30 of my 31 days of Christmas journal makes. It wouldn't be complete if we didn't do a shaker card. Shaker cards are so fun, festive, great for any occasion, any theme. So I thought we would do a Christmas shaker. I have this pack of pre-made tag pieces that I've never even used. I was cleaning up some drawers and doing some organizing last week, and I came across these, and I said, well, this series they're gonna get used. So they come with a it's like a lightweight chipboard piece. Comes with the top piece, comes with the pre-cut vellum acetate cover, as well as the back piece. So that would make it easy. And I thought we would just do a simple decoration we'll see how it looks. There's not much on here. Let me see if I have something else that we could use. Now that I think about it, the color is nice, but it doesn't really say Christmas once we get it on because of the thin pieces. So maybe, how about that one? Or, let's see, what else? This music notes would be really nice too. We haven't used anything like that. How about if we try that one? And if we have time, we can get two made. Okay, so basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to use wet glue. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut this down so I'm not working with such a big piece of paper. And I'm just going to do a little line there so I know where to cut it. Okay, put that to the side. And we're going to start with wet glue. And I am going to be generous with it and try my best to get it right up to the edges, and get a really good seal on our paper. Now, if you wanted to, if you didn't want to cover these pre-made tags with paper, you could just ink them, maybe go around with some word stamps, sprinkle a little glitter on them, and call it a day. That would look really nice too. Just really, the choices are really up to you. Okay, so let's get this right side up and lay this down. The only difficult part with this is just cutting out the window piece. That's all time consuming is on this project here. It's not difficult, but just a little bit more time consuming, but you're saving time with the pre-made tags, so I think it's a fair balance, huh? Okay, so let's trim this off. And I'm just going to do a rough cut because what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the sanding block, or should I say a fingernail file, which is basically the same thing, and clean up any of the edges. And I do have a sanding block, or at least I thought I did, but it was really worn and tattered, so I guess I had thrown it away, so I do need to get me a new one. I guess I have not replaced it yet. We probably don't do shaker cards often, in general, I would imagine, but they're so fun, and what's a better time than for Christmas? Okay, so I'm just going to use my finger blade, and I'm just going to gently do a straight cut all the way around as best I can. And like I said, it's okay. We're going to try to clean up those edges if we don't get it exactly butted right up. Okay, so then we remove that. And we've got this for a little something later. Okay, so that's what we've got now. Okay, So now we bring in our sanding block or our nail file, and we're just gonna, and stroke down, don't stroke up because you don't want to pull the paper up, so go in down strokes, and just do a little filing to the edges. And that just smooths it all out for you and seals it. Okay, we'll do the outer edge as well. And what this also does is it kind of roughs up the edges of the paper so the ink takes to the paper that much better as well with this process. So if you haven't made a shaker card in a while, break out those seed beads and your little cute little shaker bits and make you a shaker card. So fun, like I said, very festive and perfect for Christmas. Okay, so now let's put a little ink on that baby. And if you can see how that just cleaned the edges up really, really nicely. I got a little piece right there dangled, but let's get it off. There we go. But yeah, it cleans up the ends really nicely. And like I said, it helps the ink to stick that much better. I'll go around. Okay, there we go. Very nice. Okay, now we just got to glue on our pre-cut acetate window. And use yourself a good adhesive for that. Get off all my little bits that I just shaved off. Try and clean that up a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to use glossy accents for this. And get right up to the edge. Okay. And put our window down. Okay. Simple as that. Okay. And that's what we've got. Okay. Now we just need some foam adhesive tape, and it comes in different thicknesses. So totally up to you how thick you want your shaker card to be. Now keep in mind these are going to go in our journals. So this is a very narrow, I don't know what the thickness is. I want to say 1/8 of an inch, I think it is, yeah. But if you wanted a little bit higher, raised shaker card, you don't have it, all you got to do is double up your foam tape, okay? So now we just need to cut 4 pieces. And let's see if that's going to be pretty good. And as you can see, my tape is wider than the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this foam tape in half to fit. Just get it straight and do a nice cut. Okay, then we're going to butt our foam tape up, and that's sticking out just a bit, so let me trim that off. Okay, give it a good press, and we're going to go around the whole window just like that. Don't leave any gaps, but your foam tape up right from one edge right to the other, because whatever you put in there, especially if they're small bits, you don't want them to fall out. Okay. Okay, let's get another piece. Cut that in half. And I'm just doing a cut, not measuring or anything. And put that right up and continue putting our tape down. And I think I'm gonna switch to this one. Instead of doing 2 half pieces, just do 1 piece all the way across. And there we go. Tuck that down in. Okay, and we'll put a couple pieces across the top, so it will. Where'd that piece flip to? Oh, flipped off my desk. So did that one. Okay, and there we go. So that's what we've got. Okay, see the thickness? Just enough for, and I've got these really narrow little, I don't know, it's like little shimmery little bits here. And I thought that would be good. And then I also have some of these little doohickeys, which I don't know what you call them, little shaker bits. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to flip that over. And we're going to really make sure that that tape is on there really well. Okay, and then we'll pull it off. Pull off all our back pieces. And usually foam tape has a really good adhesive. I mean, it's got some really good stickiness on the back. So usually you don't need to put any additional glue, but that's totally up to you. If you think that you need to put a little wet glue on top of it, you can do so. This is pretty sticky. I can feel it as I'm working with it. So I don't think I will do that. Okay. So now once you get the back off, you want to be really careful once you start putting your bits in. Okay. And I'm going to try not to be messy. I'm just going to snip the tiniest hole in my bag, and I'm going to try to pour some in there. And you want to put it as full as you want. Okay. I'll stop there. And then you got to decide if you want to put a little something on the back here, which I do have these like vellum stickers I found as well when I was finding these. They were together actually, so I must have had a thought to do something with these. But I think they're kind of large pieces, if I remember correctly. Yeah, see? Yeah, or at least the ones that I have left. We could cut that down. Yeah, those are some big pieces. I kind of like that. We can cut that down. Oops, see, my finger just stuck to that. Let me move that out of the way. Let's see how that will look. Cut that. And we can put that on there. That might look nice. I don't know. See, now that I cut it, I don't like it. Okay, let's see if I've got something else. Now, if you want to just do shaker bits, you can just do shaker bits. You don't really have to necessarily put a focal image in there if you don't want to. Okay. So I don't like that. Let me see what else I've got here. We need something flat like a sticker. got that. It's not too bad. If you wanted to put a little image down the middle, you could do something like that. Again, your choice. Kind of like the Noel. Let's see how that will look. We'll just keep it simple, easy. Now on this I am going to put a little extra adhesive because it's going to have the shaker bits in there, and probably some of them will probably stick to the sides, no doubt. But once they loosen up, they'll move around freely, I think. Okay, and let's just center that kind of like right about there. A little bit of glue seeped out right there, so some of those little bits will probably stick to that. Now at this point, if you have a little powder puff, those little powder puffs, you can dab a little bit of powder around the edges. I'm not going to worry about doing that. After they've been shaken around several times, they kind of tend to loosen up anyway on their own. So let's put a little bit more. I should have put a little bit of ink around that. Dab a little. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Okay. Just a little bit. Okay, and then we just put this on top, face down. Let's shake those down a little bit. And let's close it up. And we want to get our edges. Excuse my head. And there we go, we've got our cute little, looks kind of bare, but I have this. I thought we would put this right up here. And it is in the tag form. We could have removed the hole, but I don't think I want to. I think I just want to tuck mine in to a little pocket or something somewhere, and there we go. You know, now this does look kind of bare. We probably should, and we still can put it on the outside, but I just don't know what I want to put there at this point. But there we go. We've got ourselves a really cute little shaker. Okay, let me see. I wonder what I have. Let me look for a minute here. I don't find anything that I like right off the top of my head. I wish I would have saw that sooner. I could have stuck that in there. Yeah, that's good, I guess. You get the idea. Just, you know, it's just inspiration that if you haven't made a shaker in a while, you know, it's a fun, festive thing to tuck in. It's not very thick. It's no thicker than if you were to put a little cluster embellishment on a corner of a page or anything like that. So just tuck that baby in a pocket and call it a day. Put a nice little ribbon. I mean, there's so many ways you can decorate it. Like I said, on this one, it does look a little bit of bare. So, you know, on the next one, if I make one, I would put a little sticker embellishment on the inside first before I close it up. But still, very darling, very cute, very fun, and very festive. So I think I will make another one and use these pieces. So if I do, I will make sure I show you those when I fill my Christmas journal up. Okay? So that's my project for today. Thank you so very much for watching. I will see you on the next video, okay? Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.